Okay, so we're gonna get started with Out of My Mind, chapter 7 through 9 discussion. Yeah, that's the picture of Melody hanging out with a new dog, Golden Retriever. He has a very friendly personality. Yes, and then there were two questions that I wanted you to prepare for. The first question is the symbolism of the goldfish. Right? So the goldfish's image, it appears on the cover of this book, and then there is an incident about the goldfish with Melody. So what did basically happen with the goldfish? Yeah, everybody together.
It died.
Why did it die?
Because
He escaped from the
Fishbowl.
fishbowl
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and then it landed onto the floor, couldn't breathe any longer, it ended up dying, right? Yeah. Oh, so the golden fish tried to escape and then it gathered the last remaining strength to escape and then jumped as high as possible, but then couldn't reach for the sky, obviously, and then dropped down onto the floor. And Melody got really scared and then she called for her mom. She couldn't, so she screamed and yelled. She kicked in the air, but mom was taking a lot of time. So what did Melody do to grab attention from mom? She
jumped on.
she knocked over the fishbowl and then the water, poured out of it. And then mom rushed into the living room and then she saw everything that was going on. Then what did mom say to Melody? Melody, why did you do this to poor Ollie? Why did you do this to poor Goldfish? And Melody really wanted to shout at Mom, it's not me who did it. But she couldn't express that to Mom. So what do you guys think the goldfish symbolizes? What does it symbolize?
Melody's situation.
Melody's situation, yeah. Being locked and then being restricted and constrained. Yeah, so I think the goldfish definitely symbolizes the main character, Melody. They have a lot in common. Just like the goldfish is trapped inside this small, tiny space, Melody's very much able mind is trapped inside the disabled body. Also, goldfish is locked inside this small space and cannot communicate, interact with any other living creatures, and Melody cannot communicate or talk to anyone, parents, teachers, and then kids. So that symbolizes Melody's situation. And then the goldfish attempt to fly high and then dropping to the floor. That could represent Melody's worries about, after talking to Dr. Hughley, she overheard the conversation and then she started worrying that she might get sent away to the facility and then the new little sister might replace her. So the tragic death of the goldfish might symbolize Melody's worries and anxious state at the moment. Yeah. And then second, so new adorable, this tiny sister was brought to Melody's life and added to Melody's family's life. And is her presence gonna be a threat to Melody's life, or is it gonna have positive impact on her? Yeah. So Melody feels love for this little creature and at the same time feels a little bit jealous. Why does Melody feel jealous, everybody?
Because she was afraid that parents did not care about her.
Oh yeah, so Melody's worried that, what if all of my parents' attention are going to be focused on this little girl, and what if they don't care about me any longer? Yeah, she feels jealous again. Why, everybody? Like another reasons. Oh yeah.
Her sister her little sister can talk and look bad.
Oh.
She couldn't.
Oh yeah, so even Penny is really little. As she is growing up, she's picking up these abilities very quickly. All the things that Melody cannot do, like crawling on the floor. Although she cannot talk at the moment, babbles and make various sounds, and then diverse facial expressions, and then like hugging their parents. Those things Melody are not capable of. Penny is doing that, even though she's a tiny little baby. So she is feeling this mixture of love and then, jealousy at the same time. Is it going to be a bad thing or a good thing for Melody? I think it's going to be a positive impact in general, because so far Melody has been very used to taken care of, and then everybody catering to her needs. So she has been a little bit self-centered, maybe a little selfish, but she now has to be a bigger sister. She has to take on the role of looking over somebody for the first time. So she's gonna her self-centered way of thinking might change gradually thanks to the presence of the little sister. And I think that as Penny grows up, she can grow up. Right now she's a tiny little baby, but she can be a great companion. She can be a great friend to Melody. She's just a little baby, so she doesn't judge Melody by her looks, by her physical appearance. So she doesn't judge her. So she's going to be a very loyal friend and companion to Melody for the rest of her life. So I think it's going to be a positive impact. And I had a very similar experience in my personal life. I was an only child until the age of 13. And then, one day my mom revealed a very shocking fact to me. She just like pulled me aside one day, and then she said that, hey, I have a news for you. And then I said, what? I'm gonna have a baby in a couple months. What, Mom? Is it possible at your age? My mom was like, shut up, I'm still young. And then my new baby brother was born. Didn't care about him in the beginning. But then I started, sharing some of the responsibilities with my parents. So I changed his diapers, and then I held him when he didn't sleep at night. And I gave him a piggyback riding when he was whining, and then when he couldn't sleep. So I was a very self-centered and very selfish child back then before he was born. But after he was born, I learned to, take care of someone else. And I started learning the responsibilities. So I think Penny's presence is going to have a positive influence on Melody's life. Okay? So let's take 45 seconds and practice all together. Yes, pick your favorite part. But which one? Oh, 왜 끊겼지? I think it has to be reconnected. It's searching for the signals. Oh, maybe I can like disconnect it and then connect it one more time. Yeah. And then maybe, the thing is display settings. Sometimes it does that. Yes. I think it's on now. Okay. So let's pick our favorite parts and take 45 seconds to practice. So cover your ears. Ready, set, start. So this image of goldfish comes up a lot, even on the cover of the book, and it's a very important incident in Melody's life. So the goldfish attempts to escape the fishbowl and jumps high, but ends up, dropping on the floor. And Melody tries to save it, but she cannot. This might be representing some of the worries and anxieties that Melody might be feeling at the moment. And I think Penny's presence right now bringing out some jealousy out of Melody, this instinctual response, but in the long run, Penny's presence is going to be a blessing for Melody, because through Penny, she can learn to be responsible, and then she can learn to be a big sister. Okay, yeah, so while the teacher is making up the table of the names. Please practice one more time, everybody. Ready, set, start.
Goldfish symbolizes the unfreeness of what melody has. Goldfish also had an unfree life, and also melody has an unfree life because not talking, not able to talk and not able to walk. So it means the unfree.
Oh, the first person who got picked is Eunice. Okay. Oh, okay. So Eunice talk and everybody practice without looking at the paper. Ready, set, start.
I think the act of oily getting out of the fishbowl means freedom. And oily facing the air and dying means the limit of freedom. And in Melody's case, Melody does have some freedom, but she has limited in her freedom because she can't do anything by herself. And thinking the book's title is Out of My Mind, I think Out of My Mind represents two things. First is the thing that unexpected thing happening, and the second one is Melody getting all burst up, what she calls tornado explosion. And by now, I think it's close to the second one of tornado explosion. That means that Melody facing the limits of freedom and getting her tornado explosion because she faced the limits.
Oh, okay. So the goldfish, Ollie, and Melody, they're in a very similar and same situation because all their freedoms are being suppressed at the moment. So goldfish, Ollie, he tried to get away and break free from the suppression and oppression. And Melody, she is screaming out loud from her hurt, but nobody is hearing that. But then she is inside her mind. There is a torrential, like a torrential explosion of emotions that are going on at in her heart at the moment, and that's why. That's what the escape of Ollie symbolizes. Okay, thank you very much, Eunice. All right, go on. 계속 추천. 도진이. Okay, so 도진이, talk and other people, please study. Ready, set, start.
Well, I think Penny, Melody's sister Penny will be referred and also will have a positive feeling to Melody. I think she's a threat because of her existence. Melody can't be cared full time by her mother, and also I think she'll have a positive effect in Melody's life because she gives Melody happiness. And also, I think always that means that kind of symbolizes Melody's situation. Is kind of
Okay. So Dojin provided us with a very balanced view of what Penny could mean to Melody. So it could be a little bit threatening to her because the parents used to give undivided attention to Melody, devoted their full time. But right now, their attention needs to be divided and diverted. So that's going to be a little bit inconvenient for Melody. But at the same time, that is going to give Melody a lot of freedom and independence, I guess. Also, the mood of the family could be, lightened up a little bit. It can be filled with laughter. It used to be very, kind of suppressed and dark before. Okay, thank you, Dojin, for sharing. The next person will be 계속 추첨 준수. Okay, so Junsu talk and other people, please do your study. Ready, set, start.
Melody's goldfish symbolizes a lot of complicated things. First, a goldfish makes bubble. This bubble symbolizes the word that Melody wants to say.
Oh.
Then, the goldfish got out of the fishbowl. This symbolizes that Melody says a word getting out of her mind. I think Penny will be a threat for Melody, but also helper of Melody.
Oh.
Because at first, Penny requires special effort and love with her. However, after all, towards will both love Melody and Penny.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the goldfish is trapped inside the fishbowl against its will, and then it tries to express itself. It could be like it might want to talk to other goldfish, so it creates the bubbles, but like we cannot understand none of the messages. So it represents the Melody's words and Melody's message that she's trying to get across to other people but never reaches. And Penny could be a threat when she's young, but when she grows up, she can be a helper, and then she can be a great loyal friend to Melody. Okay, thank you so much, Junsu. All right. 계속 추첨. Oh, Jay. Okay, so Jay talk, and everybody please do your study. Ready, set, start.
Goldfish in a bowl expresses the unfree world of Melody and also goldfish. Melody is not able to speak and not able to walk. So this expresses the unfree world of those goldfish and also Melody. And also having a little sister can be both good and bad for Melody, because the bad thing is that Melody couldn't get as much attention as before, so she can make dangerous situations. But for the good stuff, she can make responsibility by calling the mother when Penny is in dangerous situations.
Oh, okay, so the fishbowl represents all the restrictions that Melody is feeling in her real life, and little sister is gonna take away all the attention, but at the same time, Melody can learn to be responsible as a bigger sister. Good, Jay, wonderful. We're gonna move on to 계속 추첨 Summer. Okay, yeah, let's hear from Summer. Summer talk, other people please do your study. Ready, set, start.
Because Penny can be loyal and always be close to her for the rest of her life. And if in the future, if Melody's parents unfortunately pass away and if there's no family member to take care of her, she will be sent to
There's,
caring center.
yeah.
I think
Penny will be the caretaker, yes. So right now it seems like Penny is stealing some of the attention that Melody deserves to have. But as she grows up, she's gonna be a loyal friend and companion and a guardian for Melody. And then in the distant future, their parents, they're bound to pass away sometime. Then Penny can take the nurturing role for Melody. So it's a good thing, it's a positive thing. Thank you, Summer, for sharing. Okay. 계속 추첨 서원이. Okay. 서원이 talk, and other people please do your study. Ready, set, start. 오, 잠깐 살짝만 내리고 미안해. Okay. Ready, set, start.
Melody's goldfish symbolizes Melody's life and struggles in this. Like Ollie is trapped in a little fishbowl. Melody is trapped and wants to get out. Also, like Ollie had jumped out of a goldfish fishbowl because he wanted freedom. Melody wants freedom and wants to and interact with others. Melody feels jealous about Penny because she can talk, walk, grow.
Like, yeah.
She also feels
Oh yeah. Okay, so all these struggles represent Melody's life. Ollie is feeling the frustration that Melody is having. And as a fish, Ollie deserves to live in the nature and explore all the bounties that nature provides to it. And Melody, in the same way, she deserves to explore what the world has to offer, with her abled body. If she has an able body, she will be able to travel anywhere to other countries, other places. She will be freely able to communicate with other people and interact with any friends at school, but she just doesn't have that freedom. So Ollie's situation and Melody's situation are very similar. Thank you, Sowon, for sharing. Okay. 계속 추첨 예서. Okay, we're gonna talk to 예서. 지금 발표 안 한 사람 누구지? 예은이? 오케이. 좋아요. 예서 다음에 예은이 할게요. 예서, talk, other people, study. Ready, set, start. 잠깐만 여기 살짝만 내려가 봐. 오케이, thank you. Ready, set, start.
In the small fishbowl alone, so I think he will be very alone and depressed about that. Also, he cannot communicate with people who is him, so it will be very stuffy about that. And I think other wants to tell us that Melody's situation is similar to Ollie's because Melody cannot express her feeling to other people, so he must be very frustrating and be
Oh yeah, the goldfish, we can't really talk to him, but he must have been really sad, depressed, and lonely without a friend. Melody feels the same way. She now finally has the friend named Rose at the inclusion class, but other than that, she doesn't really have any friends. She really likes to hang out. She really wants to hang out with her peers, but she can't be doing that. She's considered dumb. She's considered dumb kids with special needs by other ordinary kids, so she feels very, isolated, just like the goldfish. Okay, and then we're gonna hear from 예은이. Okay. Okay, Yeon이 talk. Other people, please do your study. Ready, set, start.
Melody's goldfish Ollie escaped from a small fishbowl, and I think Ollie represents Melody's own life because Melody is stuck with a disability, and also she cannot do mundane things that other people can do, but she cannot do by herself. And also, I think Kenneth's verse will give a positive impact on Melody because when I asked about this topic to my brother, who is the oldest child in our family, my brother said that when the siblings birth
Is born, yeah.
He felt something very jealous because he was alone for 5 years and also he's getting all attention from families.
Okay. Yeah. So Ollie and Melody, they are not being able to enjoy any of the daily things that other people take for granted, like eating by ourselves and walking to wherever we want, and then like talking and singing and dancing. Those daily things, we take them for granted. We don't even consider them as blessings, but Melody's life tells us that those are actually blessings. You should not take these for granted. And that it's wonderful that you talk to your older brother. Your older brother, he's like a protector for you right now. I mean, how older is he? How many years apart are you two?
4.
4 years apart. So that makes him 고등학교 1학년? Wow, he's very tall. And then no, he's not. Yeah. And then he picks Yeun up sometimes, like after 학원 is over. Like I saw that like a couple of times, and Yeun doesn't like it. Yeun would prefer her dad to come, and then when her older brother comes, Yeun looks kind of disappointed. 너가 왔냐? I was expecting my dad to come. But then, when he was little, he was a little jealous when Yeun was born. Okay, that's really fun to talk about.